חטאיכם כשנים כשלג ילבינו. Always when there is a snow. Remember this pasuk, דרחמים of הקדוש ברוך הוא. So even if your sin is going to be red as shani, it's going to be white as the snow. You see the whiteness of the snow. It's make you happy. Okay, so we're in Parashat Miketz. We continue, Be'ezrat Hashem, the stories with Yosef and his brothers. So we stopped last week with Yosef, the story of Yosef in prison, and what happened with Sarah Mashkim and Sarah Orfim, with the dreams. Now we're going to Miketz, now 2 years later, after the story with Sarah Mashkim and Sarah Orfim. Just a quick reminder on this. Parashat Miketz, usually, it's in Hanukkah. So usually it's the parasha that we're not speaking of it so much because it's in Hanukkah. But now, 20 years, it doesn't happen. It's right now, Miketz, it's after Hanukkah. So tomorrow, Friday is going to be the last day of Hanukkah, and then Shabbat, it's not Hanukkah anymore. So it's in the Haftarah of Parashat Miketz. Now, after 20 years, we can read the Haftarah of Miketz. Because usually, when Miketz is in Hanukkah, so we have the Haftarah of Hanukkah. Now it's the Haftarah of Miketz. Yeah. So the order is like 20 years, and then 3 years, another 3 years, and then 20 years. Wow. This is the order of the times. And the same gonna be next week. It's gonna be another thing that Asara B'Tevet gonna be on Friday. It's the only fast that can be on Friday, and we fast this fast. And Asara B'Tevet. This is the next week, next Friday is gonna be a fast of Asara B'Tevet. So we're gonna fast on Friday and open the fast, like finish the fast and start eating in the Kiddush of Leil Shabbat, Friday night. Okay, so this is about the time. Now, the parasha now starts with the dreams of Paro. So Yosef still in prison for 12 years. Paro now dreamed 2 dreams, that it's actually one. The first one is with 7 cows, big cows, and 7 small cows, thin cows, that the thin cow, the ugly cows, they ate the 7 big cows. And then you wake up, another dream, and you see 7 shibolim, how do you say, like a straw, wheat straw. Something of wheat.
Yeah, bundles of wheat.
No, but bundles is a bundle. Here it's only one. So here, ears. You say ears.
Oh, okay. So ear.
Okay. Ears of grain. Ear of grain. Okay, so there is 7 ears of grain that they are big and full of grains, and another 7 that they are very thin, and they swallow the first 7, and then you wake up and you realize it's a dream. Mefarshim ask, in the first time, it wasn't say ve'ineh chalom. Say after ותאכלנה הפרות רעות המראות אוכלות הבשר, they ate את 7 פרות יפות המראה והבריאות, that 7 beautiful cows, and then ויקץ פרעה, he woke up. That's it. And then in the second dream, we say, after the ears of grain ate the other ears of grain, we say, ויקץ פרעה והנה חלום. He woke up, and it had been a dream. Beginning
because it wasn't a dream. Well, it was all one part. It wasn't.
Yeah, but he woke up in the middle.
It was one dream. It was one dream that he woke up in the middle and went back to sleep again.
Yeah. So this is one explanation that he say. V'ineh chalom. It means this is a full dream. Because the beginning it was only one. It was only like a half of it. Even if you can know the idea with the first dream, still it's only half a dream. And then he say, V'ineh chalom, it means this is a complete chalom. This, I think, Rashi say, V'ineh nishlam chalom shalem. So this is the complete the dream. Another thing he say, V'ineh chalom, he say only in the end of the second one. And why? Because the first one, even that a cows, it's not a carnivore. They can't eat meat. But still, if an animal can eat animal, it's something like you can understand it. It's not have to be like in the dreams. When you see something that it's very like out of your mind, you say it must be a dream. Here, okay, it's very strange, but it can be in the reality with other animals. But here, ears of grain eat another ears of grain. It's like something, a plant. This is say it must be a dream. It's nothing in the reality. It cannot happen. Because in the morning you wake up, ותפעם רוחו is his spirit was agitated.
Agitated.
Oh, agitated. So he didn't want to, he didn't want, knew what is the dream, and then he called all the wise people of Egypt. No one can solve it. And then comes Sarah Mashkim. 2 years later, he is late in 2 years because Yosef, in the end of the last week Parashat, what he tell them? Yeah, he told them, listen, in three days, Paro will remember you and bring you back, and you're gonna be again the Sarah Mashkim like before. Please remember me and tell the Paro, I'm here for no reason. I'm here for 10 years. It was 10 years. I was stolen from my land, and I'm here as a slave and as a prisoner. So please tell Paro. And now 2 years later, he remember what happened. So now he said, I now mention again what was my sin before, because it was a sin of Sarah Mashkim and Sarah Ofim. This is the reason that I was in prison. So then he said that me and Sarah Ofim, we dream together in the same night, 2 dreams, each one his own dream, and Yosef, he was with us. Now Rivri Eved Sarah Tabachim, he was with us, and he solved our dreams. And then he said, oh, try him. Maybe it's going to be good. Maybe we solve your dream. But here, Rashi said, Arurim Areshaim. The Reshaim, they are Arurim, they are cursed. Why? She'en tovatam shlema. Even that he made something good for Yosef, he mentioned him that maybe now he will go out of prison. The way he did it, the way he said it, it's not good. Why? He said, V'sham itanu, there with us, Na'ar Ivri, Eved Lesara Dabachim. He's a
nobody.
Yeah, he's a youth. First of all, it's not someone that you can put him somewhere in a position. And he was a slave, and he's a prisoner, and he's Ivri. He's also from not from here. Don't know our language, because he don't want Paro to maybe think of put him in a position.
Kind of job.
Yeah, so we say he's a youth, he's a Hebrew youth, he's a slave, and of course he's a prisoner. So don't think of it. But what Hashem wants is what happened. And Paro took him out of the prison and prepare him, tell him the dream. Yosef solved the dream as we know. And Paro put him as a Mishneh LaMelech, as a vice of the king. But he actually was the ruler of Egypt. It's not, he said, only the throne is going to be the difference between us. But Yosef was the same like the king of Egypt. From here, you can just say something in here. Same like always, we know a lot of Rabbi Nachman Bresler, what he say all the time. En shum yerush ba'olam. What did I say, yerush?
Disappointment.
Disappointment. So never be disappointed. And why? You see it in here with Yosef. Yosef was hated by his brothers. They stole him. They sold him as a slave. He was a slave for a year, and then a prisoner for 12 years without any identity. In the time that Hashem wants, right in this time, in the same day, he woke up as a slave and went to sleep after as a king. In the same day. Because when Hashem plans something to us, it's going to happen right in the time that Hashem wants. And where we can see it, that when Paro called Yosef, what he's saying here, וישלח פרעה ויקרא את יוסף, so פרעה sent and called יוסף, ויריצו מן הבור. They rushed him from the dungeon. And then what he said, ויגלח נחלף שמלותיו אבל פרעה. They make a haircut, change the clothing, and then they bring it to Paro. Few minutes later, become the ruler of Mitzrayim. You can see that what Hashem prepared to us, it can be in a second. So Yosef could have been disappointed before, like have a lot of Yehush, because he's 12 years in prison. Who knows what's going to happen with him? No one knows him. Like we said last week, it's no one even knows that he's there. His father think he's dead. His brother hate him. His boss, Potiphar, don't want him in here, so this is why he put him in jail. How he can go out? But still, he don't have a disappointment, and he still have the emunah of Hashem, because when he solved the dreams of Sarah Mashkim and Sarah of him, he said, Hashem, Elohim Pitronim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, he know the solution. Maybe I can say something. The same thing, he come to Paro, and Paro say, ואני שמעתי עליך לאמור תשמח לנו לפתור אותו. I heard that you can solve the dreams. ויען יוסף את פרעה לאמור בלעדיי, not me. אלוהים יעלה שלום פרעה. Hashem can do it. I'm nothing. What do you mean you're nothing? Tell it you're a wise man, maybe he can repeat you something. No, it's not me, it's Hashem. What's going to happen next? Hashem going to decide. I'm doing what I need to do. I need to do to tell to Paro in a land that all of them is idol worshippers. I need to say, I'm nothing. Not like Paro said, I'm the king, I am the God, like we're going to see in Chumash Shmot, that Paro say, Li Ori ve'ani asitini. Denial, it's mine, and I created myself. This is what Paro said. Here, Yosef, the complete opposite from Paro. He said, I'm nothing. Not like you say, you are everything, I'm nothing. Hashem gonna do anything. And even that maybe it's not gonna give me any job. If I'm gonna say I'm wise, yeah, it's not that I'm just saying it for myself. Paro said, Ani shamati tishmach ha'am niftor oto. I heard that you can solve dreams. So I can just say, yes, you're right. I am a wise man, I can solve dreams. So maybe after you're gonna give me a position, maybe to be someone of the advisor of the king. It's gonna be a good job. Only to get out of the prison is good. But no, he said, no, I'm nothing. Hashem gonna tell you the solution. And then what need to happen really happened, and he became the ruler of Mitzrayim. We see from Yosef that any Yehush, that even if he was can be so disappointed of what happened to him,
he shouldn't give up hope.
Yeah, he didn't give up hope, never, even after all these years that he suffered in the dungeon. Okay, so really what happened, Paro make Yosef a ruler because Yosef gave him a good advice what to do now in the 7 good years before the famine that need to come to the land. And Yosef become the one that in charge of collect all the food for these 7 years. For the next 7 years it's gonna come, there's gonna be a famine in Mitzrayim, in Egypt. And then, as we know, we're gonna skip almost to the end of the parasha. Now the famine is already started. 7 years of good abundance is passed, and now start a famine, no rain, no anything is growing, and everyone come to Yosef to bring food because he's the only one that has. And even the Egyptian that keep the food for themselves, it's how do you say nirkav?
It's rotten.
Rotten. Yeah, it's rotten. All the harvest that they had, it's got rotten. Only Yosef's, it stays good. So even the Egyptian that they knew about what's gonna happen, they also was needed Yosef in order to bring food for themselves. So everyone came. It was the famine almost in all of the Middle East, and all of the lands around Egypt came to Egypt to bring food. And then we know the story. Yaakov say to his 10 children, "Lama titra'u?" Why you are show yourself that it's not it's mean nothing to you, this family. Please go to Egypt, bring something to eat from there. Okay, so they come here, they come to Mitzrayim, and they come to Yosef because everyone was need to go back to Yosef, to his word, like Paro said, בלעדיך לא ירים איש את ידו בכל ארץ מצרים. Without your permission, no one can raise his hand in all of the land of Egypt. So they came to Yosef, they bowed down to him, they didn't know it's Yosef, he knew it's them. In this second that they bowed down to him, the first dream of Yosef with the 7 bundles of wheat come to true. Why? Because he said that that was in the field, everyone has his own bundle, and all your bundles bow down to mine. So this is what was 10 brothers bow down to Yosef. They didn't know that it's them. But וירא יוסף את אחיו ויכירם ויתנכר עליהם. So Yosef knew them and start speak with them in a harsh words. And then he said that they are meraglim. So just gonna get to the point. He said that they are come to how do you say meraglim? Spy. Yeah, he said that they are spied in Mitzrayim. They say we are not. Say okay, I have one way to solve it if you are a spy or not. You're gonna go back to Eretz Canaan and then bring the little child, Binyamin. They didn't know that he knew him, but he know it's his only brother from Rachel. Say bring Binyamin, and then if it's true, I will set you free. But for now, I will take one of you as a hostage. You're gonna stay here, and he took Shimon. And why Shimon? Because Shimon made the biggest troubles for him. Shimon was the one that wanted to kill them when he came to Shechem. And then Yehuda sold them as a slave. But Shimon wanted to kill them, and he knew that if Shimon and Levi are going to be together, they can destroy all of Mitzrayim. Same like they did in Shechem. Because in Shechem, for the rape of Dinah, that Shechem and Hamor raped Dinah, they killed the whole city. They say they're together. It's not a good company. So I will take Shimon. So he took Shimon, and they went back to Eretz Canaan. So in here, after all of what happened, they say, ויקח מאיתם את שמעון, they took from them שמעון, ויאסור אותו לעיניהם. So he locked them, he put them in prison in front of their eyes. So what comes the Torah and say, לעיניהם? From this word, we're going to learn something that Rashi say, לעיניהם. Say, he could have said, ויאסור אותו, put them in prison. That's it. What do you mean לעיניהם? Why do you need to see? Why it's only in their eyes. So Rashi say, לא אסרו, אלא לעיניהם. It's only was for show, for their eyes, for them to see. וכיוון שיצאו after they left, הוציאו והאכילו והשקעו. He took him out and he gave him food and gave him drink.
Took care of him.
Yeah, only when they was there, he put him in jail. After this, took him out.
Why he did that?
And why?
Because they know they should think that this is for real.
Yeah.
That Joseph is not playing games, so they go and bring Binyamin back.
Okay, so leave him in jail. Why you took him out?
Oh, why he took him out? Had Rahmanut, probably had Rahmanut. It was his brother after all.
You wanted to kill him.
Doesn't matter, no, but if they said that the Avot knew the whole Torah, so you cannot loti kom loti tor.
Shimon also knew the whole Torah, and I still wanted to kill him. So for Shimon, there is a reason why he wanted to kill them. It was all by Torah in their view. But here we can learn something very, very good from here. That what Rashi bring according to Midrash, bring it from Midrash Rabbah, that לא אסרו אלא לעיניהם. So why he took him out later? He could have leave him there. Because Yosef had something in his heart for Shimon. You're right. Lo tikom velo titor. We cannot take revenge. But it's hard. Sometimes it's very, very hard. You have a bad thought of someone. You know that someone wanted to do something bad with you. And you want to give it back. You want to do revenge. But you can't. You have the Torah that say not. And you want it. What you can do now? From this, what Yosef do, we can learn this idea for us. We're going to bring it with a story. There is a story about Rabbi Israel Salant. It was, I think, like 200 years ago. So one person hurt him very bad. And he did troubles to him. Every day, a lot of troubles. The time passed, and then this person got into troubles. And he realized maybe it's because that I made troubles to this rabbi, to this great rabbi. So maybe Hashem pay me back with this thing. He said, I'm going to ask for forgiveness. He went to Rabbi Israel Salant. He asked him, please, Rabbi, mechila, forgive me. He said, okay, I forgive you. And then Rabbi Israel Salant asked him, can I help you with something? He started to help him. Maybe I can take you out of your problem right now. He said, Rabbi, how do you can? I understand, maybe to forgive. Okay, I understand, forgive me, it's good. But now you want to help me? I made you such a troubles. I made you shame, and how can you help me? So you can only say, I forgive you. Like everyone say, you forgive me, I forgive you. Sorry, okay. Let's say you're a great man, so you really forgive me from your heart. But now to help me, to make so much effort in order to help me, the one that making so much troubles. Say the Gemara in Kedushin say, מעשה מוציא מידי מחשבה ואין מחשבה מוציאה מידי מעשה. The Gemara there speak about Tumah and Tahara, that there is certain things that if you think something of them on this tool, now it's become tameh. Only with your thought, with your machshava. So now if you want to bring it from his tumah, bring him out, you can't do it with machshava. I thought not gonna help in here. Even that in the beginning it's making tameh with the machshava, but now it's not gonna help. So what you can do, you need to do maaseh. You need to do something, to do an action in order to bring out, to take out the machshava, the thought that was before. Say now the same in here. Maaseh motzi midei machshava. I had a bad thought on you. You hurt me. You make me a lot of shame. So now you want me to forgive you. In order to bring my thought out, to release my machshava from this anger, I need to do maaseh. I need to do really act, to act something good for you, even that I don't really want. Even that my emotion,
positive. I have to do something positive for you.
Yeah, even so my emotions say, no, leave him alone, leave him to suffer the same like he make you suffer. No, I want to go according to the Torah, not only not only to take revenge, not even remember what you did to me. So what I need to do? I need to do something positive in order for me to release my bad thought. So the same thing happened here in this text.
Yosef, how does he know?
It's what?
To do the maaseh.
What do you mean?
I mean, do a good job with tell for his brother to bring it out and do a mitzvah. To take out his anger, how does he know?
He knew that this was gonna help him to release the anger.
Right.
Because he knew what Shimon thought about him. And he knew that Shimon is the one that wanted to kill him in the beginning.
Right.
And he said, maybe because of him, I'm here. If not, maybe they didn't even solve me. But he said, now I'm here, and I say and I see like he say after, אתם חשבתם עליי לרעה, ואלוהים חשבה לטובה. You thought bad, but Hashem thought for make it for good. And now I'm the ruler of מצרים.
בהמשך הפרשה גם אפשר להבין ולראות האמת, הוא לא עושה את זה מתוכה, הוא נכנס לחדר ויבך, זה התחיל לבכות. בכה מכל ליבו, אז זה כאילו...
Even here, זה ויסוב מעליהם ויבך. Then וישב עליהם מדבר עליהם. So, in order for him to really forgive Shimon, because it's hard. It's easy now. You see your brothers after more than 20. It was around 20 years later. You see them now. So it's easy now to have to cry, to have an emotion, but you still have a feeling, a bad feeling about this brother. He wanted to kill you because of him. You are here. But he say, what can I do in order to bring out my feeling and now really love him? To do something. So now when he do this and give him to eat and give him to drink, in this case, now he take out this anger that he had on him, this machshava that he wanted to harm him maybe in the beginning. He said, no, I'm not allowed to do it because of Lotikom, not to take revenge. So what can I do now? I need to do something positive in order for me to really forgive him. So we see here, we learn from Yosef and we learn from Rabbi Israel Salant, that sometimes in life we have stuff that we have a situation that someone hurt us, something bad, or make us shame, and he asks for forgiveness, or maybe not. And we say, how can we forgive him after all this suffering that he make us, all of these troubles that he make us? How can we forgive him? How can we really forgive him? Not like, okay, I forgive you, salachti, and that's it. What can we do? To do something good for him. And then when you do something, then the positive thing that you do, it's really take out the bad thing that you thought of him or you felt for him, and then it's gonna be better. And more than this, we know that the rule that netina, giving, is bring love, it's bring ahava. Okay. It's not to receive. If someone give you a gift, you're not like him. But if you give someone, you give to your children, you give to your wife, you give to someone else, you give from yourself, from your time, from your money, then it's gonna create love with you or increase the love between you. So now when you give someone else, even if you not deserve it, maybe you not deserve it, maybe he harmed you so much that you don't want it. But now when you do it, you open a way in your heart, and first of all, you take out the anger, and you open a room in your heart for him in order to get inside, and now you can be really good with him after all what happened. So it's really hard, but we can learn it from Yosef how to do it, and then he actually forgive him truly. And even the brother didn't know it, because after Yaakov passed away, so they bury him in Ma'arat HaMachpelah. When they go back, the brothers still think that maybe he want to harm him. And all of these years didn't do it because of Yaakov. But right now, Yaakov is passed away, so what are we going to do? So they come to him and say, listen, our father Yaakov say, don't harm us. No, don't worry. Even without what Yaakov Avinu said, I'm not going to do it. Because I really forgive you for what happened. And why? Because he give for himself. He take himself out of this position of anger, of really be angry at him with this way that he do, that he give. And he do a positive thing in order to really forgive them. בעזרת השם.
זה דבר מאוד קשה ליישום. אלא, הרי כל זה מתחיל, השורש שלו, זה בעבודה, אותו אדם, בעבודת השם שלו. כי אם עבודת השם שלך, אתה מבין בתוכך שכל מה שעושה הקדוש ברוך הוא זה לטובתך בסוף, כמו יוסף. הרי יוסף ידע שזה לטובתו. כל המעברים האלה שזה לטובתו, ואף על פי כן, התורה מפרשת שזה היה קשה.
Even we don't know for the emunah, it's still hard. Okay, it's hard, but we can do it. ברוך אדוני לעולם, אמן ואמן. שבת שלום וברכה.